And it will be another 5 years from now, and you'll still be there because you haven't taken your opportunity in the things of the spirit realm. We tend to minimize our sources and our access, our tools, and we don't take it seriously enough. So we wonder why the challenges that we face, why they reoccur. Why we face some of the same challenges that we faced when we were children. Why are our family members still in the same positions and there's no effect of our prayers? Because you don't know. A lot of you just don't obey. You don't want to do the spiritual work. There's a spiritual work that needs to be done. Someone has to do it. See, Jesus did it. He fasted 40 days and 40 nights. He prepared himself for 30 years. He went into ministry. And when he went to ministry, he preached, he taught, and he did all the work. The apostles, they all did it. There's always going to be work in the spirit realm. And you're going to need people. You're going to need a prophet. You're going to need someone to pray with, someone to agree with you. I advise you, if you are in relationships with men and women who are out of covenant or who pull and pull and pull, this is another thing I teach, then you will become weighted. You will become weighted. You need to balance out your relationships. A lot of you have toxic friendships. You have friends you've held on to since you were in kindergarten, and now you're an adult. And you're still holding on to these same individuals, and it's okay. It's see, you can keep them if you can afford them. And I want to be clear what I mean when I say that you can keep friendships that you can afford. See, your cup has to continue to be full. You cannot be drained in this walk. It will cost you. It will cost you. Why? Because that is the enemy's ploy, especially with women. We get on the phone and we want to talk. We talk about all the stuff. What else do your friends do but tell you about all of the difficulties they're having in their life? What else do you need them for if they're not able to call you to vent, is what we call it. Some of us just aren't strong enough to hold things in, and it's a healthy thing to vent. But you're the one they're venting on. Just imagine having trash thrown in your trash can and you never dumping the trash can. Your friends are people who love you in their way, and they're okay. But you need to have someone who's going to dump that trash out. So I tell you, balance your relationships. If someone is pouring into you, then you will have a balanced relationship when someone is pulling from you. Let me say that again. You have a toxic friend. Now you're going to need a mother or a best friend who's a sister or a prayer, somebody who is on this side. You're going to have two sides. Because if you continue to be pulled and pulled and pulled to this side, then it is going to deplete you. That's why the Bible tells us not to be unequally yoked. I'm not telling you you don't have to, you can't have friends. I've had people, I have family members. What do you do about those people? Because who do they come to? The one who prays. They want to vent to you. But yet you're not fasting. You're not consistent in your Bible. And you don't understand where you are. Where you are. The devil wants to take you down. Cunning, that serpent thing, that serpent spirit, he wants to take you down. He doesn't want you to elevate. He wants you to roam the internet to find trash, find the gossip, find the negativity, focus on that. Let the friends come and pull and pull and pull till you are depleted and you are weak. This is why we can be more powerful if we are accessing the heavenly realm and doing the work spiritually, because we will give our all until we have won. See, that's what I'm talking about. We've done it in the natural for years and years. Some of you parents still doing it, still holding on to them wayward children who come and take your money and don't even say hi, don't even greet you, don't even respect you. But you pray for them, you encourage them, and you continue to allow them to walk all over you. It's not the will of God. You need to be poured into. You need to be balanced in your walk. If you're going to be powerful, there is no way you're going to have any elevation if you're constantly being drained by your surroundings and by people who always think they can pull on you without pouring into you. This is one of the reasons why I don't do my ministry for free. I'm not under a ministry at this moment. I had my own ministry and I pulled back from the ministry so that I could minister more to individuals. But this is why I don't do it for free, because there is a spiritual pulling that will cost you. See, so God has given me a business. Why? Because if you are in business, then there's an exchange. There's a constant exchange where I'm not being depleted because I've done my job. I work for him. So this is how this all works. I'm not coming on here to pour myself into a group of people who God won't pour back into me, into any of my programs. So I advise you, it's just like when you go on those jobs and you are working tirelessly and your pay does not add up. Depletion. You're being depleted. The way you work, the energy, the effort, the mental, spirit, the emotional, all the stuff you put into these jobs, they don't pay you enough to take your mind. You're being depleted. You have very little sleep, very little time to pray. You're being depleted. You're being depleted. And you need to balance out your life in the spirit realm. It's important. And a lot of times we don't understand that. We don't understand what this spiritual life means, and you wonder why you're constantly in alignment and then you go out and you go in and you go out. We are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. So a lot of you get sick and you are stressed out, you're worried, you're not balancing yourself out. Anytime you are pouring into individuals you are going to need pouring back